So we are the founders of Dry and Spare. Who here would disagree to the fact that one of the most essential details for the survival of humankind actually depends on fertile soil? And one such nearly underlooked crisis is the degradation of soil. If we all have in mind that the survival of humankind depends on a thin layer of soil, I think we would all make some effort to restore it. And one such way is to make compost out of it. And for the first and foremost step for that to happen is to segregate the food waste at source. We have already been doing that with the bio bins at home. But by the time we take the bio dust waste to the compost or the community bin, we have already lost millions of nutrients that are necessary to close the nutrient cycle. And one of the main primary source that we thought would be a problem that we thought would be the flies and the fowl infestation, which became, let's say, demotivators for people who actually wanted to separate them but didn't want to go through that process. Also, the flies and the foul smell became like the primary source of diseases for people who actually were handling them on an everyday, day-to-day basis as a job. Also, they had to be taken to the community bin every other alternative day. Coming from a tropical country ourselves, we are still not used to this European weather where we have to wear layers of jackets to go and dispose them. Also, by the time the food is deposited, it is already starting its decomposition process, by which we would lose a lot of nutrients that are needed to close the nutrient cycle. And so we came up coming from a tropical country ourselves, we noticed a lot of these patterns and the decomposition patterns, and noticed that the main solution would be dehydration at source. And that's how we came up with Dry and Spare. So Dry and Spare is a small low-tech system that can be used as a normal bio bin, which looks like a normal bin but has a secret little trick under its skin. So why now? Because why not? We are already a million steps behind with the environmental destruction. With the current energy and financial crisis, we need a quick solution that is low at cost, very effective, and also works in the long run without multiple installments.
So based on our idea, we try to learn our opportunities in the market. Although all the households in the market are our target audience, we are targeting that 1.7 million households in Berlin for the launch. Running through some numbers, we found out that 65 euros would be our production cost inside Germany, and 120 euros would be our selling price inside the country. And unlike any other idea, we are not completely out of competition. Here are a couple of our competitors who are doing their products in a similar way, but more leaning towards producing compost. Rather, on the other hand, we are trying to target to produce a protein-rich raw material for composting or for energy recovery later on. Dry and Spare is a low-tech system. This is because we try to cut down the costs and also have it at a highest efficiency possible. It has two independent systems, dehydration system and an absorption system. These two systems work in a synchronized way to dehydrate bio waste by removing the moisture from it, just like how the clothes dry in the open air. In our milestone journey, so we are at a place where we are trying to fully produce our first production scale prototype ready, and by end of this year we are envisioning to have our first batch of beta versions already running successfully with our testers. And from next year onwards, we are targeting to have our first batch of fully production scale ready, and also an entry into the market. And by end of 3 years, we are targeting to have our first 100,000 sales across the country, and also by end of the 5th year, we are envisioning to have our first 100,000 sales overseas.
So I'm Monisha Annadurai, and professionally I've played multiple roles in project management, business model development, marketing in several projects and firms. And this here is my partner, who is Jagdish Paineni, and he's a mechanical engineer and a waste management expert. So together we are environment enthusiasts who believe that in this era, it is not only possible to store food for a long time, but also nutrient-rich food waste. Better living is our right to have and also our responsibility. Thank you so much for your time and patience. If you have any questions or if you would like to hear more from us, you could contact us with our details here, and we look forward to hearing from you anytime soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.